Yeah, I think with any of like old blues repertoire, it's mostly a matter of like the kind of honing in on it and not glossing over the small details, right? Because the music is like it's in the details, right? The information lies in the small stuff, right? So if you do an approximate, you might actually miss like the most important stuff about it.
That's a very, very important thing.
All right.
And so
good lesson. You sounded great. Your next
Monday.
engagement is this Monday.
It's the first Monday. It just happens to be pretty close.
Yeah.
But that's okay, actually, because
I think your iPhone is still
probably is. It is. I love you for putting up with me.
Okay, so Jitterbug swing. We're going over the main repeated riff idea.
Repeated riff.
Let me just remind you that this uses the major pentatonic scale.
Okay, please do it, because I'm
We're
sad.
practicing going over the difference between major and minor pentatonics and practicing it with the slide.
I'm sorry.
That seems like that is useful.
Absolutely.
Useful thing. So, is this the major pentatonic?
Oh, see. And of course, those are the notes that we're just playing.
Yeah, you're using that scale.
Would you also please tell me just about the jitterbug? What a jitterbug is? Jitterbug is a diddly bow.
You're playing 1, 2, 3,
my arm is going to
5,
say
7 octave.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's 1 open, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, octave.
I have no excuse anymore, do I?
If you want to turn it into a finger picking exercise. Wouldn't hurt to do that. That could be helpful for you to do.
I would say.
And then you can also walk up to it on the 2nd string. It's the same as that. That'll be a good practice for you if you can try to do that. Then let's do the same thing with the minor pentatonic. So the minor pentatonic is 1, 3. I'm giving you the frets. Open 3, 5, 7, 10, 12. Okay, and then on the 2nd string. Now, as we know in practice,
You were born on a plantation, right?
As we know when in practice when we're playing songs that have a minor pentatonic based melody, there's usually other notes in there, right? I mean,
yes, we mix the notes together.
Right. We
bring a little bit of the church into the bar room.
Right. The 7th, when the 7th returns to the 1, it's frequently there's like a doubling of the idea, where you'll have both minor 7 and major 7. You hear that especially in the playing of Fred McDowell, but you can hear it in other people's playing as well. It's nice. It's like.
Oh yes.
So there's that sometimes there's a fair amount of ambiguity between major and minor.
We were just doing that one up, right?
We were just talking about that. Just to make it simple as a good exercise for practicing, let's do the same exercise we were doing with the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic.
Oh shit.
To be a somewhat less satisfying exercise than the first one I was giving for you, just because I don't hear the minor pentatonic without its
bass,
without its variance very often in the music. I mean, my ear doesn't go to that. It's usually with some shading, some chromatic shading, whereas the major pentatonic scale sits more nicely on its own. just some food for thought there. But anyway, so then the let's do two different because let's compare Jitterbug Swing with Death Comes Creeping in Your Room.
That would be perfect.
So here's Jitterbug Swing. I'm gonna play it nice and slow.
That's a master. And then you were going to the fourth fret at the end. No, when you were da 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 da. What?
Okay, so the riff is
never mind.
It's major pentatonic and it's
right, major pentatonic. That's what I was trying to say.
And it has this riff has within it kind of built in an A B C B D B, kind of like a little where it keeps going back, circulating back to the same riff.
Oh yes.
So, you go the thumb pointer, middle pointer, ring pointer, right? Something you can visualize it in different ways, but it keeps going back to that same down, da boo down, and that's a microcosm of the whole song, which also keeps going back to this whole that whole idea, right? So and we mentioned that's similar to Rolling and Tumbling Blues, right? Which also has the structure of instrumental riff, verse, instrumental riff, verse, instrumental riff, turnaround, answer, verse, and then back to the instrumental riff. So there's always the circularity, so like a rondo in European classical music terms. Okay, so then and also just zeroing in on one spot here. The rest of these, the first parts of the riff, like each one is answered by this idea. 2 4 2. And then open. And I'm doing it with one stroke. It's the song's fast, so you only need to strike the string once, and then you're getting that.
I see.
Maybe twice. Let me try it real fast. Once. You can try different ways with it, but that's the basic idea. Okay, so that's
there you go.
There you go. You have it now, right? And so then the verses are, you go to the 4 chord, and you're doing the.
Yes, I actually can even do that.
What's that?
I can do that actually.
Yeah, you train beat.
I can. It's all.
And then when you get to the answer, you go to the 5 chord.
Oh.
In the details, right? The information lies in the small stuff, right? So if you do an approximate, you might actually miss like the most important stuff about it.
That's a very, very important thing.
All right.
And so
good lesson. You sounded great. Your next
it's Monday.